Hey everybody, Kelly here. So I've got my November open gate quilt box. Can't wait to get it open here. I'm hoping that you will pardon my mess right here. So I am actually in the process of building a new desk. So, well, I'm not. I came up with what I wanted and asked Dad, could you build this for me? So he's working on that. Hopefully I will have that done in the not too distant future and not have to be using my sewing machine here, my ironing board here for a desk out in front of me. I have a desk off to the side here, but I'm actually thinking of having a desk right here in front of me, having my sewing machine right here, and then having the side for extras and organization and cutting, and then probably my iron over on this side. Anyhow, so my ironing board's kind of sitting now where I'm planning on having a little bit of a desk, so I figured I might as well start getting used to doing my openings and stuff right here. So okay, open gate quilts for November. Let's take a look. Alright. Not opened yet. Just tear it. Just tear it. Okay. And on my little sheet here, project number 1 is called Snowflake Hill. Alright, I was hoping it was going to be kind of Christmas related, being November. So very cool. Alright, project number 1. Where are you at? Right here. So this would be the extra fat quarter for the month. That's a pretty fabric. And I feel like it goes with our project a little bit here. So, Snowflake Hill, 32.5 by 32.5 inch tabletopper. Very pretty, and it's very cute. It's got little houses. The only problem right now is my camera's so far away, so hopefully you can see this pretty well. Let me scooch it up closer. Isn't it cute? That's definitely gonna get done right away. Alright, next thing. Project number 2 is a tissue holder. Oh, cute. Oh, and she even included the tissues. Awesome. Alright. Little Santa tissues. Aren't those cute? That's so nice. Alright, and then the tissue holder. Let's see if I can get the instructions out here and see a picture of it actually assembled. Oh, that's cute. So just a little fabric box to put around your tissue case there. So that'll be a very cute little Christmas present. Awesome. I know, everything's awesome or cute or I don't know, what are my other words? So anyhow, okay. Alright. So tissue holder. Notion of the month then is seam ripper. Okay, so this one actually grabs and easily removes loose threads. I think I have a pink version of this, but I have it in another room, so I'll have one to keep in this room or one to give away, one or the other. Yeah, and so then it's a regular seam ripper, but also this can help pick up or help grab and easily remove any loose threads that are in the seam. It's like when you rip and then just kind of use that to go along the seam, and it helps grab the threads. let's see. In fact, use seam ripper to remove stitches. Replace cap and use plastic tip to erase loose threads and whisk them neatly away. It's pretty much exactly what I just said, right? So, but yeah, I will definitely keep that one up here. Awesome. Oh, there's that word again. All right, and then the fat quarter bundle for this month, because I belong to the fat quarter bundle add-on for the boxes, which I may not necessarily be able to continue. But the fat quarter stash buster is these fabrics right here, and then Monique gives us an extra pattern with them. It is really a good deal because she gives us an extra pattern with it as well. And so I'll hate to not be able to continue, but okay, so it's a pattern for a fat quarter tree. I'm not going to show you the pattern. I can't really show you that, but I love this little bundle. I gotta open it up. This is such a cute little winter bundle. Well, I know, just like the last time, I need to open these up first. But I want to show you all that I'm opening the box with you. So, little presents. And just a white grunge, I believe. Kind of a gray in there. The little green presents. And then isn't this one adorable? Little snowmen. They almost look like little soldier snowmen. For a half second there they kind of did. But this is, let's see what the fabric line is here. Countryside Christmas by Beth Albert. For 3 Wishes fabric. That's so cute. I gotta show that a little bit bigger. Isn't that adorable? Alright, so, and then the thread was just a white Aurifil thread. So, always good to have that on hand. Okay, well, I'm almost wondering, I definitely think the tabletopper and the little tissue holder project shouldn't be too difficult. And then I may go ahead and do this project right away too. Just because it looks like a little tabletopper Christmas tree using these particular fabrics. So I think hopefully I can get this one done as well. Alright, and like I said, I've said in past videos, I've been accumulating my fat quarter bundles just to see if I will use them to do a variety of patterns that Monique has included with them, or if I'll come up with something to use all of them together. That's kind of been an idea that was floating through my head during this past year, and I am pretty much at a year, I believe, that I've been getting this box, so now would be the time. It might be January, might be December, January project, but we'll see. Alright, well, I made a miscut, but hopefully I can salvage it with some scrap pieces that I have of the same fabric. So, we'll see when it comes time to sew that together. This was supposed to be an extra 1/2 inch. So I've got some scrap pieces here, and we'll see if I'm going to need them or if that's going to be an angle cut and I can maybe just do a really scant 1/4 inch. I don't know. We'll see. Well, this is a don't do what I just did moment. So, Monique has in here from the large white snowflake fabric cut such and such. And then in the next spot it's from the white snowflake. So I read it, she meant it in terms of this is a larger snowflake than this. And I read it more like from the larger fabric, cut this, and then from the smaller one, cut that. So I did it absolutely the opposite of what I was supposed to. So now I gotta try to figure this out. This is supposed to be big cornerstones, which would be really pretty because it's the larger snowflake. I should have been paying attention to what the subcuts were supposed to be on this and realized that there's no way there's enough length for the amount of subcuts that I need of this out of this strip here. But this one, which is twice as much, would have had plenty. So if I'd have read it that way, or if I would have just read large snowflake and said, hey, that's the large snowflake, and then kind of gone through and done the math before I started cutting, I would have realized that I was about to start cutting the wrong fabric. So now I will have to make the little white, or the little light snowflakes here, my cornerstones, and I'll just have to figure out how to work these in. And I'm gonna have to use I'm gonna have to use like a combination, and I don't know, it's not gonna turn out as pretty, but that's what I'm gonna end up having to do. Either that or I have to try to figure out how to replace one of these. I don't know. Maybe I'll go online and try to get some more of this fabric because I really like those cornerstones. But I also want to get it done. So we'll see. Alright, well, since I messed up and cut wrong, I was looking for a replacement in my stash. And I don't know if this Fairy Frost is going to be what I'm going to end up liking. I've done a couple projects with Fairy Frost, but I've pretty much done them with all Fairy Frost, not just one here and then cotton and then etc. So I'm not real sure how it'll look exactly, but I've gone ahead and cut 4 pieces, and I will lay it out when I get started on all the other pieces and see what I think. And I may at that time set the project aside and go ahead and order a replacement piece from Monique's line, because I really like her line is really pretty. I love the Christmas theme to it, and I just really like it. So I'd like to get some more, but I'm not sure that I have enough time before I want to have this project done. So I thought this was an option, and we'll see. Well, I kind of gave up on my cutting and just shut off the video because I was having a rough night, and so my cutting was getting all messed up. I had about 3 different miscuts in this, and so I just stopped for a little bit, came back, put some of the scrap pieces together, because unfortunately in a box kit like this, a lot of times you don't get extra. Now Monique does a pretty good job of giving you a little bit extra, but I messed up so much that there wasn't enough extra. So I actually put in some Michael Miller fabric, some Fairy Frost fabric, and I ended up having to make some wonky houses, and there was something else I had to do too, but honestly, I'm okay with it. I think it turned out okay. It's not perfect, it's definitely not perfect, it's not really what I would have liked. I would have liked to have had Monique's large snowflake print in there, but I wanted to go ahead and get it together. And I'm thinking I maybe will order some more of her fabric for a different quilt that I've got in mind. So that's, yeah. So now I just have to choose the backing and start getting it quilted here. And I've got my October project hanging back here too. So in the next couple of weeks, you can't see in front of me right now, but in the next couple of weeks I'm going to have a video showing how I've changed some things in this room. And hopefully I'll have a video of it being cleaned up a little bit. But I'm just trying to tidy up and actually get a little bit. So you notice I brought my chair. Well, you may not have seen my chair before, but I actually have changed. I had an office chair over in a different spot, and I find that I seldom, well, I'm not seldom over there. I'm not over there as much. Let's put it that way. And so I just decided I really like being able to turn from side to side, and with what I have in mind here, this is going to be much nicer. Alright, well, I am going to continue with the other projects from this box, and hopefully I will get them done fairly soon. So yeah, I have a couple more projects from this box that I'm going to work on. If I can't get them done for this video, thanks for watching. If I can get them done for this video, you'll see me in just a second. And also, before I forget, I want to talk to you a little bit about one of my upcoming videos that I'm actually going to be doing a pattern of my own. And I am starting to work on it, and I really like it. I'm excited, so I haven't quite got it finished yet, though. I know how often we all like to know what fabric line the projects are from, so I just thought I'd come on and show you. So this actually is the fat quarter bundle that is a separate add-on to the Open Gate quilt box, and I've been getting that, but I may have to stop, and I don't want to have to stop getting that, but I'm probably going to have to. But I got it in this month's box anyhow, and so I just thought I'd show you these fabrics here. It's Countryside Christmas by Beth Albert for 3 Wishes fabric, or for 3 Wishes fabric, a grunge, and then these two prints are by Sweetwater, and what's it called, Blizzard by Sweetwater. And then this was the add-on, not an add-on, this was the extra fat quarter that Monique puts in each box. And so the pattern that she has for us for this particular fat quarter bundle, without showing you too many instructions and everything, it's gonna create this quilt right here. Well, let me take that back. So these 4 fat quarters will create most of the quilt, and then it actually calls for 2/3 yard backing, or you can use the leftover fabric for it. Okay, so actually the 4 fat quarters should create the wall hanging, and then for the backing you're gonna need something extra, and might even be able to do it with just the leftover from these 4, and probably this here too. Yeah. So I just was thinking, when I looked at the pattern, I thought there's got to be some long side pieces that I'm not thinking of, but it might have just been different colors. Yeah, I think she had different colors in her pattern than these 4 here, but alright, so I just thought I'd let you know who the designers were for these different fabrics, and now I'm gonna get to cutting and working on the project. I just thought I'd show you that I do actually have some design boards, but a lot of times I use my doodle board to lay out my block and then carry it over to the sewing machine. And this is actually just a note for me to sew a scant 1/4 inch because this was a little short of the cut that I needed, but I wanted, it was a nice brown fabric that I wanted to use, so. But anyhow, I use this as my doodle board most of the time, and then I can dry erase. It's just a dry erase board, so I can like doodle out some quilting designs that I want to maybe try to use. And then a lot of times I use it just to carry my blocks over. So the add-on Fat Quarter Stash Buster project for this month, I got it partially completed anyhow. So it's a cute little Christmas tree. It's going to be a nice, well, it could be a tabletop or it could be a wall hanging. I think for me it might be a tabletopper that I put some Christmas cookie trays on. I could kind of see it on the corners. Anyhow, so 5 fat quarters altogether. So the Stash Buster is technically 4, and then the box itself actually comes with an extra fat quarter. And so I put all 5 of them together and got my top done. I got the backing done. And hang on just a second, I'm going to show you something else here. And so I have all this scrap left from it too. This is actually one of the fat quarters that I literally just cut out like 1 row to be able to put a couple extra squares in the tree. So I've got most of that left, and then just a bunch of scraps from both projects. In fact, I'll probably make a couple of cute hot pads, but probably not for a little bit yet. And then I got my little Kleenex pouch made. It's so cute.